Hello, how's it going? Yes, my hair is a little different. I recently dyed the fronts, but it was a little too e-girl, so I just did like a brown gloss on it, and now it looks like I kind of have these like redhead streak. I'm like not that picky with my hair. I think it's cute. Anyway, whenever I film vlogs, I kind of like patch them together. So I'm making like this day the intro day, even though some of the days following this actually came before. Don't worry about it. It's what happens. I've been in one of those phases where I just haven't really been inspired to pick up the vlog camera. I guess I just want to like live in the moment, you know? I don't feel like I want to capture every moment like a normal human being would, except I'm a YouTuber where I'm like, let me monetize my life. Anyway, hi. Welcome to a vlog. Some days in my life here in New York City, the usual, you know the drill. I figured might as well do a little book update for anyone following along. I'm on book 23 of the year, I believe. Like the only thing I've stuck to besides that and like fitness with my, you know, New Year's resolutions. The rest are not going so hot. I guess 2 vlogs ago I talked about some books that I've been reading, and in the meantime, since then, I have read The Road Back to You, Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey, Go Tell It on the Mountain by James Baldwin, Maybe You Should Talk to Someone, A Woman Is No Man, The Nickel Boys by Colson Whitehead, Searching for Sunday by Rachel Held Evans, Leave the World Behind by Ruben Alam, and Wild by Cheryl Strayed. I would say The Nickel Boys was one of my favorites. It's really incredible. It kind of talks about like racial injustice, the Black experience, specifically following one boy / 2 boys set in the 1960s that, you know, one of them was wrongfully accused and went to this reform school, and kind of talking about honestly like the horrors of this reform school and the injustices that happened there. It is heavy, obviously, but I think it's a really insightful book. Really, really well done. I read another book by Colson Whitehead earlier this year, and he's a really incredible author. So Maybe You Should Talk to Someone by Lori Gottlieb. That one's really good. It's basically all about therapy through the stories of a therapist. So her talking about herself going to therapy, her talking about, you know, certain client stories. Really well done. It really just was like, yeah, I should talk to somebody. I mean, y'all know I do. I'm a therapy fan. Highly recommend it. Love BetterHelp. Shout out BetterHelp. Oh, you know what I also just read is Untethered Soul. Oh, I have thoughts on that. I might save that for the next vlog because I forgot to add it. We'll see. That's my little book update of some things I've been reading at the moment. More to come. I'm trying to read 52 books this year, and I'm on track. Yeah, I'm just working from home today. Classic. Kind of gloomy, kind of gross. I hung out with Margot earlier, which was lovely. We are going to be doing a little video collab together. We wanted to chat about it, so stay tuned. In a bit, I'm going to go to F45, and then I have therapy tonight. Today's not that exciting of a day, but more fun days to come. From my living room floor. I just finished up some therapy. To explain what I'm doing right now, I have this beautiful piece of art that I'm so excited about. It's from Drool. I have another piece from Drool upstairs that I showed you guys in another vlog. It's a really cool place for like independent artwork, which, oh my god, she is gorgeous. Oh my. Oh, it even looks better than I was expecting. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. And then I have the frame here. I bought the frame separate. I have some friends coming over later tonight. Actually, quite a few friends. My first time kind of having a significant amount of people over. Like I'm having a group of my like gal friends over. Now that we're all vaccinated, I can finally have like a proper dinner party, and like having a space where I can host makes me so happy. Not that I'm like the world's best chef, but I just love having people over. And haven't done that in so long for so many reasons. I'm really jumping from like light topics to heavy topics here, but one of the things that I talk about in therapy, which I normally wouldn't bring up with a video in general, because I try to keep my videos just, you know, positive and hopefully uplifting. I know there's other people that experience this and feel this way. I think part of why it came up is because I just finished this 8-week challenge at F45. I went to class either 4 or 5 mornings for 8 weeks straight. A really good experience for like my own physical health and strength, but very exhausting. And of course, doing something like that, you hope to see like a certain aesthetic difference in your body. And I want to be strong and healthy just for the sake of being strong and healthy, but like societal's freaking standards get to you sometime. And it was really frustrating because I feel like at the end of the challenge, my body hadn't changed, which I know might sound surprising because I had posted a video where my body did change from F45, but that video was almost from a year ago is when I actually filmed it, was last summer. And so I don't know if my body has plateaued in, you know, response to this certain workout style because I have been doing it for so long, or if maybe I wasn't eating healthily enough, but my body was like, you're not gonna change. I'm so tired of having my brain overanalyze my body every time I look in a mirror, every time I pass by reflection. You know, I'm so overthinking what I consume and about how it might, you know, affect my appearance. It's obviously really difficult being on camera multiple times a week for like literally many years straight. Being in the social media space where I'm constantly comparing myself to others, and it's just really mentally exhausting to think about it. And I'm honestly embarrassed to admit this. I'm not proud of this. You know, to think about it so often through so much of the day, it's really exhausting. Like I wish I didn't care so much, or I wish my brain didn't like work in the way it does. And so I'm trying to unlearn that and trying to have more body neutrality and really just focus again on like just being healthy for the sake of being healthy and strong for the sake of being strong. Spoke to it a bit with my therapist, and it was really helpful to hear just some of the things she said. Was kind of like, you know, you have this one body and this is the only one you get. So you have to, you know, so it's so important to treat it with love and respect, and to treat it in a way that it will last for a really long time. And you know, I'm only as young as I look now. Like one day I will be full of wrinkles, even though people like to comment on my forehead wrinkles. Thank you, internet, making me more self-conscious than I want to be. Or, you know, my body will look different if I have children one day, or just, you know, age shifts your body, which I think is such a beautiful thing. And I see women of different ages and different stages of life, and I see them as so beautiful, but I want to make sure that I get to a place where I can see that for myself. Seeing people's body positivity and acceptance, or even neutrality, is like the most beautiful thing. And if you're struggling internally with your own journey, like, I feel you. I am tired of it. You're not alone. It's exhausting. It's just one step at a time. But that call just made me extra appreciative for the body I have, for the health I have. Like, that's such a gift. I'm just trying to take some appreciation for that right now. So a bit rambly, but hopefully that's helpful to at least one person out there.
I know she was just like,
Saturdays in the bathroom.
What is this? Homemade bread? Sandwichy babes?
Sunny days are getting colder. I don't want you like that. Lost, I'm lost without you. Lost.
Good morning. Just on a little walk, about to head to Williamsburg to go to a coffee shop to get some work done. Gonna meet up with Leilani and bring you guys along.
So you got a vengeful heart, that's a start. I keep trying, oh, I keep trying hard to tear it apart. You're hurting and I need to breathe easily. I keep losing, oh, I keep losing my eyes. I see.
Hello, just finished up working, kind of co-working outside, which was lovely. And now I'm headed home to go make some dinner. Just a casual, productive day. Good morning. Looking as sweaty as ever. Oh, I also just swung by FedEx because I got a print print it out. Okay, not the world's cutest setup, but we're making it work. I just gotta print it out. I saw this print online and I thought it was so stunning. Okay, so I could not for the life of me, and if anybody out there knows what this is, please let me know, because I want to give all the credit where credit is owed. And if you're looking to decorate, I highly encourage you to try to find places to support small artists. Buy from your friends if they're artists. You should buy from my friend Easton. I'll link it down below. She has gorgeous artwork if it like fits your aesthetic. But I found this on Pinterest and I was like, I want this in my room so bad. Like I made a mood board with it, but I couldn't find who the original artist was or what they like sold prints, which again, support the artist. But if you are looking to like print your own artwork, or you find something really beautiful online and you can't figure out how to make it into a poster form, print it out at FedEx. I just thought this was so cool and evokes such emotion, kind of grungy, but very cool. So this is gonna go up on my wall with the rest of my collages. I'll actually link several friends down below who have really beautiful prints. If you're looking for something for your apartment, check them out. Also feel free to leave more in the comments below for other people to look through, in case you guys are looking for something cool to decorate your apartment with. This is what my mornings have been looking like, at least for the past few days. Got my French note cards, my meditative music. This is literally what I listen to when I need to get work done. Try it out, it works. For you Frenchies out there, why are there so many ways to say return? Retourner, to return or go back. Revenir, to come back, return here. Rentre, to return home. Rendre, to return something. I'm confused. Internet is my accountability partner. You guys are at this point. Like a lot of people are gonna see this if I don't follow through, so it helps me stay on track. But I've been doing this, I mean, for what, a few mornings in a row now, so like I can't claim I've been doing this for weeks. This is maybe my third morning in a row where I'm trying to, you know, I do my workout class, I come home, shower, etc. And I'm trying to do my first 30 minutes, I have a timer on, of French before I start my work day. I think starting small is more helpful than being like, let me do 2 hours every single day. I'm like, let me just do like 30 minutes in the mornings. It also kind of like gets my brain churning for the rest of the day. So far it's helpful. Up to you. Return or go? Just catching up with Jenny. Oh! Oh my goodness. Everyone go, comment, like, subscribe. Look at how beautiful she is online and in person. Let's get her to pop off. We've been in this for too long. Hello. Oh, it's us. I gotta work from home, bud, today.
We're working from home together.
That's my new favorite thing, is just having people come work with me at my big dining table.
Right?
We have a little inception. Who do you like better?
Who's prettier?
Yeah.
Am I prettier in real life or on camera in real life?
Yeah. Like on camera, or
On
just
camera,
on camera? These are the
or-
questions.
Yes, we'll never know.
Let us know what videos you want. Let us know. Stay tuned.
Lettuce.
from when I'm filming this. Finally have some more art up on the wall. Things are just really looking up. I'm feeling real good about it. Cooking with Len. Making myself a little lunch. Figured we'd just have a little chat. How y'all doing? I just realized, not me waving this knife around, that it's been 3 years since I've graduated college, which is insane. I'm like wrapping my head around that still. I'm like, ooh, I'm getting old. Thank you for being here. That's insane that people have decided to stick around or join in this time. Shout out to anybody who's been watching since college. Leave a little comment down below and I'll come say hey. I've been thinking, aka literally just in the moment. This ain't some like deep reflection that I've been thinking about for like weeks. I think one of the biggest things of being 3 years post-grad is the older you get, the less you know. And I've heard that before, of course. Part of that being like, yes, I know so little about the world, about the way things work. You know, your ignorance is just fully brought out to light as the years go on. And another thing is too, that I've definitely, it's been interesting to see with friends. I feel like when you graduate college, you have friends who are like, oh my God, I have my dream job, and like start working there, and a year and a half in, they're like, I'm miserable. Set you guys up. You know, when you're like 19 or 18, you're like, holy shit, 25 is so old. I'm gonna all figured out by then. I mean, I'm 24, but I'm like grouping myself with my peers because I was young for my grade. And you know, the pandemic started when I was like 23. So I feel like that's kind of like strange lost time. The number or the age that we're at does not define what station of life we need to be in, especially I think being in New York, dating someone older, having friends that are all different ages. It is not a linear path, and for one, like this stage of life is still so young, and I particularly love hearing, you know, the paths of people that are like 60 or 70, and oftentimes, yes, there's a huge generation that kept the same job for decades, but you know, there's just as many people that I've come across, had conversations with, who have had incredibly diverse careers. And you know, like my mom, like she's getting her PhD right now in her 50s, which I think is so badass. Shout out to her for one, an incredible inspiration. I feel like part of the reason why I'm probably thinking about this is like, I actually just watched this video. Her YouTube title is Catherine. I'll link it, but she posted a video about like, well, I don't have a dream career or something like that, and I'm like, we need more videos like this. Graduation season for a lot of people. I'm seeing like other young YouTubers graduating. I'm hearing about some of you guys graduating, and I think it's easy to graduate and be like, okay, I need to figure out my dream job. I need to get that, you know, get that solid 9 to 5. I need to figure out what's next, or at least I need to like sound like I have it figured out. Like, oh, if I'm gonna take some time off, like maybe for a year, but then I'm gonna get into like my corporate job and work my way up the corporate ladder to like it seem like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do the right thing eventually, like the right thing. What I'm realizing, the further I get along and the older I get, as well as seeing other friends advance in their careers or realize that they hate their careers, the whole like live to work versus work to live balance just becomes more pertinent the older you get. I think obviously in the US we have more of this like live to work mentality, especially living in a city like New York. It's all about the hustle and the grind. You know, I think there's definitely been a readjustment and kind of like a redefining of what that looks like, even for somewhere like New York City with 2020 and people being on Zoom and being like, what am I doing? What is the point of this all? Obviously, you know, having that mindset takes immense amount of privilege. You know, these are thoughts that go beyond providing for others, putting food on the table. And in Catherine's video, she talked a little bit about like the European kind of way of viewing work versus the American standard of viewing work. I need to personally embrace some of that. I am a Enneagram 3, shout out to my Enneagram kids out there who love following along. I probably partially by nature, as well as partially by, you know, being like the honors AP kid, gained my sense of validation and identity at a very developmental age by performing well to figures of authority, towards my peers, from that very like societally accepted standpoint of like, okay, here are good grades. Oh, you're working hard. I give you the A. Good job. Now keep doing that for the rest of your life. And I think I've realized I like strive and look for that validation. And obviously that type of validation continues on into the workforce. And by being a productive member of society, capitalism at its finest. We often make those decisions to do what seems right out of fear, whether that be like your major or getting in a certain job, because you know, you want to be able to provide for yourself and you want to do what's the right thing to do. Everybody wants to find purpose in their job, I'm like, what about if we found purpose outside the workplace? I don't even really know where this ramble's going. You don't have to have it figured out. I certainly don't have it figured out. And the more time that passes, the more I find value in that more Eurocentric view. Okay, I need to go check out my sweet potatoes and broccoli. Guys, I'm seeing some very fun internet friends tonight. Me, Damon, and Ashley, the trio you never knew you needed, are gonna go get some drinks, have a little night out. It's Good Friday, so we're gonna have a little night on the town, however that can really look these days. It's time for me to get ready. I need to put on a little makeup, do my hair, and then I'm gonna head on out.